and a trophy and nothing.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Falcons on Sunday night.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he more than did his part, the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Operating from the gun. Randolph. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder taking it in from 11 yards out. Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
To throw on third down. Randolph. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Falcon football. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Well, he shifts past him, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. For some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And not a whole lot. There on the 1st down run, he gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Randolph gets past one man.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down. Ready, break.
To throw on 2nd down. Randolph. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the ground, it's Algier. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Algier. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half. Fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Here we go, set.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Off the play fake. Randolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
On 3rd down, Randolph. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Algier going straight ahead, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. He's got Otten. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Randolph. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete right side to Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Jake Camarda sing on now to punt this away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Dak Prescott, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Randolph. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Randolph will dump this off to Akers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Throwing on first down. Randolph. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Bucs are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. They'll stick with Algier. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Check pitch. Black one.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Off play action. Randolph rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Starting the drive with Algier.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And some room to work.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Randolph. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Randolph. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. They'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This secondary is a unit. They've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the counter, here's Algier.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Algier with another carry.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Ready, set.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Algier now up the middle.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd down, here's Algier.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can SWE, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoodie, keep it coolie, boy, I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up a help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And we talked about it last week. The pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Tyler Algier
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Prescott on first down.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first and 10, Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Big play count here. It's third and goal.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up fourth and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a handoff to Algier.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
That's Gallup on the slam.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Faster, faster.
Back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 89 yards.
And the Falcons have regained the lead.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Coup for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Looking there for points, but intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Prescott.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they have their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Check right. Switch yellow. Check pitch.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. Carlson able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Algier going straight ahead. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The ball's out, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's open. His defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Returnable here from the 38. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field.
He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
They find some open field here.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On the give, it's Algier.
He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. And quickly, they get to the line.
They run with Algier.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They were a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll stick with Algier.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles.
Back now here on EA Sports.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And out now come the Cowboys. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Algier with it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here.
Algier will try to pick it up.
And some room to run now.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Here's Algier. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On the counter, here's Algier. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Tyler Algier
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 15. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Prescott finding Schultz.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Prescott.
And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
So out come the Falcons now.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Jackrabbit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's into the hands of Edwards. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now a toss play to Algier.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready, go!
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Desmond Ridder taking it himself to finish the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Falcons are Super Bowl bound. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah.
quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We run the street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my